The air hits you first, thick, heavy, humid, and alive with the smell of salt and something sweet. It's as if the city itself is breathing, and you can feel it in your lungs, on your skin, in the way your hair curls in the morning. There's a sense of anticipation, like something is about to happen at any moment. Rio de Janeiro doesn't just say, hello, it pulls you right in. The city greets you with open arms and a rush of energy that's impossible to ignore. Every corner feels alive, every street buzzing with possibility. The city's rhythm is everywhere, fast-talking Portuguese, honking cars, and the faraway beat of samba music. It's a soundtrack that never stops, a pulse that keeps the city moving day and night. Brazil makes you join in. You're pulled into its wild, beautiful dance, whether you're ready or not. The music, the movement, the laughter, it's contagious, and soon you find yourself swaying along, swept up in the celebration. My first real taste wasn't a caipirinha drink, but the view from Sugarloaf Mountain, the city, the bay, and the favelas all spread out in a stunning, complicated picture. Up there, the city feels endless, a patchwork of colors and stories. From up high, Rio is like a pretty postcard hiding a million stories, beauty and trouble, side by side. The postcard-perfect beaches and mountains are only part of the story. The real Rio is layered, full of contrasts and surprises. Down on Copacabana Beach, life is in full view. People, laughter, sellers, and the sound of waves crashing. The beach is a stage where everyone plays a part, from locals playing soccer in the sand to vendors weaving through the crowds. The city lives outdoors, with history and tension buzzing under the sun. Every plaza and sidewalk cafe is alive with conversation, and the past lingers in the architecture and the faces you pass. I came with common ideas. Soccer, samba, danger. But I wanted to know the real story behind the news. I wanted to see the city through the eyes of the people who call it home, to understand what makes Rio tick. Brazil doesn't give easy answers, just more questions, more flavors, more moments you won't forget. Every meal, every conversation, every street corner offers something new to discover, something that challenges what you thought you knew. That first feeling is exciting, a little risky, and makes you want more. There's a sense of adventure in the air, a promise that anything could happen if you just keep exploring. My trip had only just started, and already Rio was rewriting my expectations, one unforgettable moment at a time. Living in Brazil can be surprisingly affordable, if you know how to navigate the city's rhythms and avoid the obvious tourist traps. The real secret is knowing where to look and being willing to step off the beaten path. Tourist hotspots like Copacabana and Ipanema will drain your wallet fast, with inflated prices on everything from food to souvenirs. But if you start living like a local, everything changes. Suddenly, the city opens up in a new way. I found a small, simple apartment in Botafogo. Real, cheap, and in a perfect spot. Close to everything but far from the tourist crowds. Paying less for rent away from the beach means I have more money left over for what really matters, like food, experiences, and exploring the city. The best meals aren't in fancy restaurants but in small diners and neighborhood bars, where the food is hearty and the atmosphere is welcoming. For just a few dollars you can get a big satisfying meal, rice, beans, grilled meat, and fresh salad. Breakfast is simple but delicious. Fresh juice squeezed from tropical fruits, toasted bread, and strong coffee at a local cafe. Getting around is easy. The subway is clean, cool, and reliable, making it a great way to cross the city. But if you want a real taste of Rio, hop on a city bus. It's chaotic, cheap, and always full of life and stories. You quickly learn how to stretch your reais, figuring out which expenses matter and which ones you can skip. The best deals are found in bustling street markets, where you can buy fresh produce and local snacks for a fraction of supermarket prices. And if you want to unwind, nothing beats a street caipirinha. Cheap, delicious, and made right in front of you. The real joy here isn't about luxury or expensive things, but about sharing simple moments with friends and neighbors. It's about dancing samba in the street, joining a festival, or just soaking in the city's vibrant culture and energy. Sure, Brazil can be expensive if you chase luxury malls and beachfront restaurants, but the best parts of Rio are often the simplest and cheapest. Picnics in the park, Home-cooked meals and laughter shared at home. The city rewards those who embrace its everyday magic, who find beauty in the ordinary. You start to see value in the regular things. Fresh fruit, a good conversation, a walk through your neighborhood. That's the real secret to thriving in Rio. Living simply, savoring the basics, and letting the city's spirit fill your days. If Rio is Brazil's soul, São Paulo is its busy, concrete heart. This is a city that never truly sleeps, pulsing with the energy of millions who call it home. From sunrise to long after midnight, São Paulo's rhythm is relentless, and its skyline stretches as far as the eye can see. There are no beaches or mountains here, just endless towers, constant traffic, and a buzz that feels a lot like New York City. The city's energy is electric, and you can sense the drive in every corner, every honking horn, every hurried step. The air is cooler, the pace is faster, and ambition is almost tangible. People move with purpose, chasing dreams in a city that rewards hustle and determination. São Paulo is a true melting pot, a city of immigrants from all over the world. Japanese, Italian, Korean, Lebanese, and so many more. Each neighborhood tells a story of how different cultures blend, creating a unique and vibrant urban tapestry. The food scene is legendary. Pizza, sushi, Middle Eastern, and classic Brazilian dishes, all found in everything from high-end restaurants to cozy street stalls. Eating here is an adventure, with flavors from every continent. In Vila Madalena, street art explodes across the concrete, transforming gray walls into a living gallery. Creativity is everywhere, from murals to music echoing through the alleys. The vibe here shifts. Suddenly, things slow down. It's more artistic, more relaxed, a place where you can pause, breathe, and let inspiration find you. Living in São Paulo isn't cheap, but the trade-off is endless culture, world-class museums, and a nightlife that never disappoints. The city comes alive after dark, with music, laughter, and lights filling the streets. São Paulo is serious, ambitious, and tough. It's a place where business deals are made, and fortunes are built. The city pushes you to keep up, but in return, it offers depth, diversity, and a sense of possibility that's hard to match. São Paulo may not charm you at first glance, but its energy is magnetic. The more time you spend here, the more you crave its pulse. Beneath the gray skies, the city is bursting with life, stories, and hidden beauty waiting to be discovered. São Paulo's greatest rewards are reserved for those willing to look deeper, to explore its layers, and to embrace its relentless, vibrant spirit. The common idea of the Brazilian woman is just a small part of the truth. Brazil's women are like a colorful blanket, German and Italian family in the south, strong African roots in the north, and every mix in between. Dating is direct, full of feeling and fun, relationships move fast, lines get blurry, and affection is open. Beauty standards are both freeing and intense. Confidence on the beach, but huge pressure to be perfect. Brazil is a world leader in beauty products and plastic surgery, but also in being sure of yourself. I met women who were business owners, smart thinkers, and community leaders, funny, strong, and very independent. They handle a society run by men with grace and toughness. The real appeal isn't just beauty, but strength, warmth, and variety. To think of them as just one type is to completely miss the point. Salvador is Brazil's Afro-Brazilian heart, where the past is alive and the air is thick with palm oil and sea breeze. The rhythm is slower, the beat is axé music and candomblé drums, echoing through old, colorful streets. Pelourinho's beauty hides a dark history. Once, a slave market. Now, alive, with art, music, and people fighting for their rights. Olodum's drumming is both a celebration and a protest. The baianas, in white lace and head wraps, sell acarajé. It's a special ritual as much as a meal. Salvador's pride comes from its African heritage. Its beauty can't be separated from its pain. The city's differences are clear restored history next to deep poverty, joy next to danger. Crime is real, but so is the spirit of survival. Salvador teaches that a place's soul is found in its mixed feelings. Here, great joy and deep pain dance together. You can't talk about Brazil without talking about crime. It's part of daily life. People discuss it like the weather, sharing stories and warnings. For travelers, most crime is about taking advantage of a moment, a snatched phone, a pickpocket, a sudden group robbery. Violent crime is less likely if you stay in main areas, but the threat is always there. It shows how unequal things are. I had my own close call in Lapa. A tense moment, avoided with a look and a quick move. The emotional cost is real. You develop a special sense, always looking around, always careful. You hold your bag tighter, don't wear a watch, choose Uber instead of walking late. It slowly takes away your feeling of freedom, but it's part of the reality. Dealing with Brazil means respecting its complicated parts. You're a guest, learning to move through the dark as well as the light. The price of entry is being aware, but the rewards are worth it. Staying safe in Brazil is about being aware, not being overly worried. Don't be an easy target. Leave fancy things at home. Dress simply. Try to blend in. Walk like you know where you're going, even if you're lost. Keep your phone hidden. It's the #1 thing people steal. Need to check a map. Go inside a store or cafe. At night, take an Uber or taxi, even for short trips. On the beach, never leave your things alone. Make friends, take turns watching stuff, or bring nothing valuable. Trust your gut feeling. If something feels wrong, go another way. Don't worry about seeming rude. Your safety comes first. It's a tricky balance. Open enough to feel Brazil's warmth, careful enough to stay safe. The balance is constant, but it becomes second nature. In Brazil, being watchful and being open go hand in hand. The constant threat of crime is a heavy feeling at first, tense shoulders, sudden rushes of adrenaline, feeling alone, but over time, you learn to handle the fear. It moves to the background. You can tell the difference between real danger and just being worried. You get into a rhythm, and you carry yourself with quiet confidence. There's freedom in accepting things. You value experiences more than stuff. If you get robbed, give them what they want. Things can be replaced. You can't. This way of thinking is strangely freeing, making you focus on what really matters. You see strength in Brazilians, joy and celebration despite the risks. Their happiness is a clear act of saying no to bad things. You take in that spirit. True freedom isn't having no risks, but having the courage to live fully anyway. Brazil teaches you to let go, to put life before things. You learn what's truly valuable, and you find yourself changed. As you sip your last caipirinha, you realize Brazil can't be summed up. It's a wild song, beauty, danger, joy, and struggle all at once. You remember the sun, the music, the warmth, but also the fear and the poverty. Brazil insists you see both, the pretty picture and the pain. It takes away your innocence, teaching you to be careful and open. You see people being strong, living with joy despite hard times. Brazil is flawed and stunning, messy and full of life. You leave changed, with a deeper understanding of how complicated things are. Is it worth it? Absolutely. Brazil gets deep into your feelings, challenges you and charms you. You leave a piece of your heart, and take a piece of its soul.